Hello all, welcome to this tutorial on how to build a window in a wall. What we are going to do first of all is open our inventory and try to find the note card that was sent to you by me that is called how to build a window in a wall. There you go. If we go into note cards and we find how to buy the window in a wall, we open it and we're gonna follow the instructions step by step so that it will be easier to create our window. And first thing it says is create a cube print. You remember to create a cube print, what you have to do is right click anywhere on the land and go build. When you go build, you have different shapes up there. We need the cube one, so we click on cube, we get our magic wand and we rest it anywhere we want it. There, for example, I've got my cube over there. Then it says in the edit window, change its name from object to brick wall. So what I do is to open the edit window, remember right click on the object, on the cube that I've got there now, and go edit. I edit and we see that in the general tab, its name is object. I'm gonna delete the name object and call it brick wall. And now I've got my object and it says that in order to keep it with this name in the inventory, what I need to do is right click on the cube and take copy. If I take copy now with the name brick wall, I've got it with the name brick wall on my inventory. Now it says in the edit window, click the object tab. So we go back to the edit window by right clicking on the cube and then edit. And it says locate the hollow percentage cent. So the object tab first. We are in the general tab, it's not good. Object there. And it says locate the hollow percentage setting. Here I can see hollow and the percentage is 0.0. It will be 0.0. Good. Increase the percentage and watch a hole open in the top face of the print. So and it says increase it by 40%. So rather than 0, I'm going to insert 40 there and I'm going to see how I've got now. If we look at the object closer by using Control Alt keys, I'm moving with the mouse, we can see the cloth and I see that I've opened a hollow on in my cube. And now it says to see the hollow more clearly, rotate the print so the hole faces you. To rotate the print, I right click again on edit and I go up here, you see that it's now moved rotate. So I click rotate and I see that the rotation rings appear. I'm gonna move it so that it faces me. I need to move 90 degrees if I'm right, the red one. I'm gonna do it manually so you can see how I just move the mouse and manually I've got now the hollow in front of me, facing me, which is what the card tells me to do. And then it says use Control and Shift keys to resize the print so it looks like a wall. Or you can use the size meters. Let's use the meters. Let's use it. So here in the meters, what we need to do first, nothing has the numbers because we haven't selected the object. So to select the object, remember, right click and go edit. And when we edit, now we see that the size in meters, the cube is now 50 centimeters in all directions, deep, high, and wide. So we're gonna change that. It tells me to change it. Try 4 times 4 and then 0.2 wide. So let's do that. Let's change the meters here to 4. That will be 4 meters wide. As you can see, it's already gone 4 meters wide. 4 to 4 meters tall, as we can see, but because it's changing in both directions, we've got it now underground. We will take it in a minute up there. And it tells me to change it, to make it thinner, not so deep, we're gonna change to 0.2. So now we've got something. Let's move it up. To change the position, remember, just click on the arrows, move it up, because it's grown in all directions. And now we've got a thinner, wider and taller cube, basically, with a hollow. It's not a cube anymore. It doesn't look like a cube anymore. Let's have a look around it. It starts looking more like a wall, really. And now it tells me, change the texture of the wall to bricks. You'll find it under Library Textures Building. So once again, we right click on it, we go Edit, and we go into the Texture tab here. We click on Texture. As you can see, we've got a library, we've got my inventory and library. If we click on Library and Textures, we should find one that is called Buildings, and there we've got Spanish tiles, sliding shingles, metal grate concrete. We don't want concrete, we want bricks. So there it goes. Now we've got bricks. Very good. We've got, if we look at it, Control Alt to rotate, there is our prim now that looks like a brick wall, basically. What else do we need to do to it? Create a second print now. So we're gonna leave this print there as it is now. It pretty much looks like a wall, like a brick wall. So we're gonna now create the window. And to do that, we right click again, build, and rest another cube on the floor. There we are, we've got our cube, and then it says size it to a slightly thinner than the wall. The window can be wider and taller than the hole because it's thinner, and therefore you can see that part of the window inside the wall. So if the wall is 0.2, try 0.19. So let's go into Edit and let's change the numbers. Again, go to the Object tab, and the size, sorry, the one that measures the thickness of it is the Z axis. Let's change that one to 0.19, because remember our word was 0.2, sorry. And let's change the size of the height and the width to 1.325. 1.325. Remember, our wall was slightly bigger. It was 2 times 2. So now we've got our prim. It says, what does it say now? Move the window so it fits in the hole in the wall. This is the tricky bit. We need to move this window to fit it in the hole. We're gonna try to do it manually. So first of all, I need to rotate it and put it vertically. So I go into rotate and I rotate it and put it vertically. And now I need to move it so that it comes up from the floor, because at the moment it's on the floor. So to move it, I just click on the axis there, and I need to bring it into this direction. So yeah, if I move the red axis there and a bit closer to the wall, obviously, there, and then down. So this is all by moving the arrows. We could do it by checking the measures and changing numerically, but we're gonna try to do it manually. It is more tricky, but it is more fun. So we've got it, as we can see, if we rotate the camera, if we look at the camera, the object isn't quite on the hole yet. So we need to bring it to the hole. So let's move it that direction, move in this direction, move it a bit up. So it's basically just moving it, and now it's much closer to the wall. Up, not that one, a green axis is getting there. You can see, getting there but not quite. Getting there but not quite there. The reason of doing it manually is that we get used to changing the position of without changing numerically, and we need to use the camera quite a lot to make sure our objects are matching together. And I can see now, what I can see is that my objects, although now they seems to be pretty much on the wall, on the hole, what happens is that the window is much smaller than the wall. So I'm gonna increase the sizes as well. Let's just bring it together a little bit more. So I change slightly here. And I think it's pretty much on the whole now. If I look around with my camera, it's pretty much on the whole, but I need to increase the size of it. So I go to Object, sorry, Edit Object, the size of the emitters of this one. What I'm gonna do is change the size manually. So I'm gonna stretch here, click on Stretch, and right click there on all the different, and now it's starting to look much more like it's supposed to. So let's have a look around with the camera. We've got it a bit more, it's got maybe quite a bit too big there, so we make it thinner. And it's pretty much on the whole now. So what we need to do, if we keep on looking at the card, it tells us now that we need to change the texture. No, now that the window fits the hole in the wall, what we need to do is change the texture on the window to blank. So if I right click on it and go on Edit and go to Texture, and I go there and I click on blank, and then I go OK. And then it says increase the transparency percentage to something between 80 and 90. So I go to transparency percentage and I'm gonna do I don't know, 85 to be in between 80 and 90, and I'm gonna go apply, and now as you can see the color of my window is transparent. And now it says, if I move around, look through the window, and you can see now my wall with a window, and I can look through it because it's transparent. So there it is. That's how to build a window in a wall. Please have a try and let me know how it goes. I expect to see all your windows around in the sandbox. Come here to do it. I'll send you a teleport to the sandbox so that you can come and experiment. And also, if you feel confident with the window, please build other things. It doesn't have to be a window. It could be a door or a chair or whatever you feel like doing. Remember that using the controls, the build and the edit menu, you can do pretty much anything because everything that is in Second Life has been created by users. That's it. Good luck with it, and bye bye for now. Bye.